The equine pathway program. The first exercise is to walk your horse in hand. And you walk with a contact so that you can feel the horse's balance. If the horse is on the forehand, you will have quite a strong contact. The horse may even pull on you a little bit. If the horse is not engaged enough from behind, you will have a very light contact or even nothing at all. The way you hold the rein is the same as when you ride your horse, so same way of holding the rein, which you can see here. I'm trying to demonstrate. And when you ask for a halt, you just do a little wriggle in that rein. The horse can feel you very well through that contact. If the contact is constant, then it's very clear as well. If the contact is not constant, then your aids or signals will be very unclear for a horse. The tempo you're walking in should be about 65 to 75 steps per minute. And walk is a 4-beat. And as the horse has got 4 legs, and you have got 2 legs, so you count 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then the horse have time to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I start walking after a halt, I start at the same time as the horse, not before him or behind, over and after. We'd walk off together. And when we do the halts, we also do them together. And I try the horse to walk into the halt as much as possible. So he's not going just falling into a halt. I don't care at this point too much whether the horse is standing up square or not. That will come later. You can teach your horse to stand up square, but not necessarily being in a good balance. And that's not of interest to me. What I would pay attention to is what the horse do with his body weight when he starts to engage and go forward. If the horse is in good balance and can hold his weight over his hindquarters a bit more, you wouldn't feel a pull in the rein when you start walking. But most horses will not have learned that. If the horse is on the forehand, and this goes for either standing still and about to walk off or in walking, and you have a lot of strong contact in the rein, you use a wriggle of the rein, asking the horse to slow down in the front, because quite often they will also walk a little bit faster with the front legs than they do with the hind legs in this scenario. And at the same time, you have to encourage the hind legs to start to step a little bit more active forward in and lift and support the front end. So the hand will stop him slowing down, but your voice will ask him. You can use, and if that doesn't help, you use tap tap with your stick on the hindquarters to encourage him to take a little bit more weight with his hindquarters rather than having it over the forehand. If the horse is not engaged enough from behind, so the contact is not, it's very loose, then you just go or tap tap with your stick to get the horse more active from behind, but do not increase the speed in kilometers per hour. So now we're going to look at how to help the horse with lateral balance. So you are using your hand in the area where your lower leg would be if you were riding, because this is how you can train your horse to understand the leg aid as well. So the hand should be just behind the elbow, girth area there, quite low down, so where your calf would have a contact with your horse. And the contact should be have the same quality as your rein contact, so it's constant but soft, not pushing in, just feeling. If the horse is a little bit unbalanced between left and right, for instance, if the horse find it difficult to bend to the left, you would feel the ribs being quite hard, stiff, not yielding on that side, and vice versa on the right. So my hand here that I hold on his ribs would feel a lot how he is with his lateral balance. So when I do a hold, I can help him to stay straight with his middle, with just giving a little resistance with my hand on his ribs into the hold. And now you can also observe that he actually starts to stand up square, which he did not do before when I didn't help him with this. My hand that holds the rein will also help to keep him straight in his neck. So you have to think about that his spine from the tail through his body all the way to his ear should follow the line, your same line as the track you're traveling on. It's also very helpful for the horse if you can work along a fence. So the fence itself or a wall creates one part of a corridor, one wall of a corridor, and you are the other wall of the corridor where the horse can travel between. But here I wanted to be closer to the camera so you had a better view. So I'm not utilizing the help of the fence as much as I normally would do. So far we have been working close to the horse, and now we're going to increase the distance. And how much the distance will be depends on your horse and its balance and its confidence. It could be no more than 0.5 meter, it could be 2 meters. Whatever it is what it is. And the principles are the same as before. You don't walk off before your horse, you walk off together. If the horse is going through a corner or on a circle, then make sure the horse is not overbending. You need to have the same bend through the body of the horse as the bend of the track you are traveling on. If the horse is not straight, and for instance the ribs are coming in towards you, you are now using the stick instead of your hand. So depending on the distance here, you may have to have a longer stick like a lunge whip, or you can still reach your horse with a dresser's schooling whip. In the beginning, you may have to touch the horse's side to get the response you require. It can even end with that you only need to lift the stick, or your hand indeed. Depends on the horse and how quickly they learn. If the shoulder comes in towards you, you use the stick. If the hindquarters come in towards you, you use the stick. Pay attention to where the nose is. The nose should be in the middle of the middle.
But if the nose and the head is going away from you, that's a sign that the ribs are coming towards you. If the ribs are coming away from you, then the head and neck will have to come towards you, because the horse will counterbalance that in between left and right. What you do then to send the horse is to send out the head towards the middle again, so that the horse starts to become straighter all the way through. Your position should be slightly behind the shoulders, so you can frame in the horse between the lunge line and the stick. But I also have to say, as soon as you have a response from the horse, if you've been using the stick, you take it away out of sight of the horse a little bit. But if you need to drive the horse forward a little bit more, get more active behind, you bring the stick just behind the horse, and then you have that triangle quite often described in how to lunge the horse. So even on this distance you can do the same. When you start from halt to walk, you never walk off before the horse, you wait for the horse to get going and then you walk off together. You will see my horse here falling into trot quite often, and that is because he falls out of balance, especially between the front and the back. So what you do if that happens to you, or what it does not have to be the same response or result as with my horse, it could be anything. If it doesn't work, you just stop what you're doing and go back and work close to the horse and re-establish the balance and the order, and then you try again. When you and your horse are comfortable working with this and on a bit distance, and can do nice halt and walk transitions, and can travel on straight lines and keep straight and straight through corners, then it might be time to introduce a little bit of trot work like this, and we will finish with lunging. That will be the last step. And this video is mainly made to give you a little preview of what we will be doing in your sessions and prepare you so you know what to expect. And I'm looking forward to work with you over the next couple of weeks. And so I hope to see you soon online. Bye!